Let's start configuring HIP SDK on Windows and Zluda. Zluda is an open source project designed to allow CUDA applications to run on AMD GPUs without requiring modifications to the application. So on AMD GPUs, they don't have the PyTorch version for ROCm. So on Windows, actually, in Linux, you have the ROCm option, but Windows, you don't have the option to install ROCm PyTorch. So Zluda is the solution. It is not as fast as ROCm, but it can actually accelerate your process. So let's start with this. First thing, this is a fresh Windows installation. I just installed the Adrenaline driver and the OBS Studio to capture the screen. Now, I will start with the HIP SDK download and installation. So let's first download the HIP SDK for Windows. So just search on Google for HIP SDK Windows and go to the first link. Here you can see the ROCm version is 5.7.1 and 5.5.1. So we'll go with the 5.7.1, and I'm using Windows 11. So I will go with the Windows 10 and 11 version. Click here, and you need to accept the policy, and the download is started. So it's a 1.2 gigabyte of download. That's fine. Okay, so it's downloaded. Open this, and it should start the HIP SDK installation. Okay, let's open it. It will initializing the installation, and after that it will detect the configuration software hardware, and after that the installation will start. Here, the installation page, you can see the HIP SDK core is 5.7.0, HIP libraries is checked, HIP runtime compiler checked, and HIP ray tracing checked. But I already installed the Adrenaline driver, which is the latest version. I don't want to install the Pro version. If you want the Pro version, definitely you can select it, install. But I don't want to install this because I want to use the latest version, and that is the Adrenaline one. So basically, I keep this as default and click install, and it'll take some time. So I will be back when it's done. Okay, the installation is done. So click finish. Our HIP SDK is installed. Great thing. Next, we will download Zluda, and here you can see it started the Adrenaline application. So now I will close it. I don't need this. I don't need to change anything on there. Next thing is downloading and installing Zluda. So let's search with Zluda. And if you search with the Zluda, you can find this one always, the version Zluda. So if you open this, this is the original version, I believe, and it is updated on February 12. And Zluda is actually abandoned by the developer, but until we get the ROCm, this is the one of the best alternate. So it's actually updated on February 12, and if you go there, you can download any of this. Like this Windows version is 5.13 megabyte, but I find there's another one. This is the Ishki Tiger Zluda, and this is actually updated regularly. So if you click here, you can see the Windows is 6.44, which is a little bit bigger, and it does have some more DLL files. So I will go with this. I will paste the link on the description. So click here, and the Zluda will be downloaded. And if you go to the download folder and extract the file, so here is the Zluda, all the DLL files and the exe file. Just copy the Zluda directory and go to the C folder. Actually, I put it on the C folder so that I can easily access it. And I will create a directory here. Okay, I will put this name SD, Stable Diffusion, because I want to organize these in a single folder. So I put SD, and inside SD, I will put the Zluda, and I will also download all the AI tools inside this SD directory. Okay, so this is our Zluda. Just copy and paste the complete folder here, and inside this Zluda we have all the files and libraries. Okay, so let's close it. Our Zluda is downloaded and it's placed on the directory. The next thing is we'll download Strawberry Perl. Some of the, not always, but some of the Zluda file needs the Perl. So I will download the Strawberry Perl, and if you search Strawberry Perl and go to the page, you need to download the MSI file for Windows, and it's pretty small download. So let's install this. It's downloaded, so we'll double click it to install, and basically I will not change any default settings, just next and install, and it should not take long time. Okay, so our Strawberry Perl is installed. Let's close it. So basically we installed HIP SDK, Zluda, download the Zluda and extract it and put it in the directory where we want to keep it. And then we download Strawberry Perl and install Strawberry Perl. Our next thing is to set the path for Zluda and HIP. Okay, so for that we will go to the search menu and just search in environmental edit environmental variables. Click here and click on the environment variables. Here you need to go to the system variables and need to find the path option and edit it. So if you open it, you can see the Strawberry is already there. It's set up here, so we don't need to do anything for the Strawberry, but we need to put Zluda as well as HIP SDK here. So for Zluda, the easiest way I find is just go to the directory where you put the Zluda. I put it inside SD C drive, SD and Zluda, and just click here and it will show you the path. Just copy the path and come here and click new and paste it. That's it. That's all for Zluda. So it will automatically find the Zluda now. And the next thing is we need to put the HIP here. So the command is HIP _ path and then %, and then bin. I will put both of these to the description so that you can just copy and paste. If you have the same folder structure, then you can just copy and paste. And if you put the Zluda in different folders, just copy the path and paste it and it will work. So click OK. OK. So our system path is configured. The next thing is we need Python. Okay. So for Python, what we can do, we can download Python by itself. But I like the Miniconda because it's easier to create environments there, and you can download, like you can create environments with different Python versions. So I prefer the Miniconda version. So let's go to the Miniconda and go installing Miniconda. And if you click on the download exe file, you will get the latest one. Okay, but here is another catch. I don't want to install the latest version because you can see the latest version is Python 3.12.2, but most of the AI tools works under 3.10 version. Like the last part, 3.10.1112, whatever, we need the 3.10 version. That is the, I think, most used Python version right now. So I want to download this version with 3.10. Okay, so I need to find a way. So just system requirements, latest version. If you click the latest Miniconda installer links, you will get the latest one. But you can see this is Python 3.12. Here is the version Python 3.10. So I will go with this Python. Okay, I will download this and I will install this Miniconda with Python 3.10. So I will install it just for me and I will put it in the default folder. Here I will change something. First thing, I will add Miniconda 3 to my path variable so that I can, whenever I put conda on the command prompt or the PowerShell, it'll realize this is conda. Basically, it'll put this inside the environment variable folder, okay? And I will also clear the package cache upon completion because it'll save some memory, and click install. So in this part of this video, this is to create the environment for the AI tools, okay? So we already installed almost everything. And now the next thing is we need to install Git for Windows, because we need to, clone the Git's repositories. It will be very helpful. So what we need, we'll go with the Git for Windows version. Most of the Linux comes with Git installed, but Windows doesn't. So we need to download the Git. And if you go to this direct website, you can find different versions. So I will go with the 64-bit because my Windows is 64-bit. So I downloaded it, open it, and I will start installing the Git. So I will put it in the default directory. Here is the part where I need to install something. I want to install actually. So if you have experience with Windows Terminal, if you search with the terminal in the search bar, you will get the Windows Terminal, which is, I believe, the one of the best thing, because here you can actually start anything, command from prompt, Azure Cloud Shell, or if you have WSL, you can find it here. And I want to add Git in this option so that I can get the option to run Git from this menu, okay? So just close it and click here, the new add Git bash profile to the Windows terminal. This option will do the same. So next, and I will just put next. I don't want to change anything here. Okay. So if you've finished this, so it's done. Now, if I go to the terminal again and click on this, you can see the Git bash is here. And another thing, you can see the base option. That means our conda is installed. And now we'll check the default Pythons. To do that, I will just put Python here. I will start the Python from here. And you can see the Python 3.10.14 is the default one. That is very important. If you install the current version of Conda, the default will be 3.112 point something. But I really want 3.10. Please make sure your default one is 3.10. If you install the latest Conda, Miniconda, like 3.12 or 3.13, anything, you need to download the Python 3.10 separately and install it, because most of the AI tools support Python 3.10, not the 3.11 or 3.12. Some of them even support 3.11, but most of them don't support 3.12 because it's very recent version. Okay, so I will close it. Okay, so far what we have, we installed HIP SDK, we download Zluda and put it to the directory we want to keep them, and we also configured the environment path for HIP SDK and Zluda. We installed Strawberry Perl to support Zluda, and that is also inside the path by default. Then we install Python with Miniconda, and we downloaded the Miniconda 3.10 version, Python 3.10 version, and installed it. And our default Python is 3.10, and we also install Git. So that's all to configure the Windows for using Zluda